at sixth grade, I didn't even know what to think about myself. And honestly, you have so many things to say about yourself. Just said you have built an app. What app is it?
Actually, it's Colors app. Colorblind tech developers who could not see and analyze the colors.
So, what has sports taught you, Shraddha?
Sports taught me discipline. So if you lost respect in studying, you can gain it from good sports.
So we have already had 2 world wars in our history.
Correct.
I cannot understand them both. And again, this World War III is coming.
So, your tension is about learning that World War III.
I don't like mobile games from the start. Scared of getting that some pistol in my brain.
Okay, what is that pistol in your
Then
brain?
I study for 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes. Then I take 5 minutes break.
Oh my god, that's so much.
And
Elders have a very, very structured and robotic life.
Yes,
Whom do you think this is?
any of my family members will talk to me, but sometimes they'll be a little bit busy in work.
How is that their life can get better?
If they just look around at the world and just calm down a little bit, I guess the world will be a better place.
Hello everyone, welcome back. This is another exciting episode with Delhi Public International School, amazing future stars. So let's dive straight into it. I have the kids of the 6th grade here with me. So let me introduce the future stars. Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
So, hi, what's your name?
My name is Shraddha. I'm studying in grade 6 Delhi Public International School.
Okay.
My hobbies are swimming, singing, sometimes skating. I want to become an Air Force Defense Officer.
Okay.
I like to read books of fantasy and sometimes do gaming in computers.
Okay.
So probably I want to become an Olympic swimmer.
Shraddha, at 6th grade, I didn't even know what to think about myself. And honestly, you have so many things to say about yourself. Fantastic. So, hi, you're
Hi, Mom.
Ridan, right?
Yes, Mom.
Yes, Ridan. So, introduce yourself to us.
yes, mom. So I'm basically fond of science.
Okay.
I'm interested in computers also sometimes, developing my own games, my own apps.
Okay.
And then recently in the Viksit Bharat Science Exhibition, I have created an app called Colors app with
Okay.
help of another friend.
Mhm.
And I'm also too much into taekwondo. I'm too much into sports. I'm good at reading books and I like reading books.
Okay, interesting. So, sometimes you like this, sometimes you like that,
Yes.
and you like science and you have created apps.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're in 6th standard.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't that too much for a 6th standard?
Ma'am, it is, but I want to be unique.
Fantastic, amazing. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Jashvi, and I love reading books, and I am writing my own. And I think to see the world in a brighter side, and I want to do so much for my country. And I love singing, and I'm writing so many songs. And
You write songs.
yes,
Okay, you write poems.
yes, I write.
But we don't call it
songs,
poem, right? What do we call it?
poems.
Ah, right. Okay. Okay, go on. Yeah.
I just love my childhood, and I like if I could, I don't even want to grow up.
You don't want to grow up. Okay. Why? What makes you think like that, Jashvi?
Because I see like so many grown-ups going to their work and coming home and doing work again.
Okay.
When you see me, I have so much time to learn more skills, and I learn new languages, so I like that.
Okay, so you have a lot of time to explore the life, right? So when you see elders, okay, that actually brings me to an interesting conversation. So you feel that, the elders have a very, very structured and robotic life?
Yes,
Looking at whom do you think this is?
like
How-
my parents, or
Okay.
like any of my family members, or anybody, like even my teachers.
Mhm.
I see them, and they'll talk to me, but sometimes they'll be a little bit busy in work.
Okay, so how is that their life can get better?
I guess it's their life is already better, but it's just that they are putting unnecessary pressure on them.
Okay.
And I guess if they just look around at the world and just calm down a little bit, I guess the world will be a better place.
Fantastic. Okay, that's a very nice perspective. Okay, so Ridan, tell me a lot of science into your mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so where did that instinct of science, that very beginning of interest towards science start?
Mom, actually it started with books.
Okay.
First I started reading books. Then I got to know about new terminologies. I was interested and then I went deep into it. And then I got some new teachers. They helped me understand science better.
Okay.
So as of now, I really like science.
Okay.
So still now I read encyclopedias and also magazines. Digitally also I'm too much into science. I learn about various planets. I learn about human body. I learn about structures of plants and all.
Interesting. So, when you say science, do you have any aspirational goals in science? Like you want to do something in the space of
Mom.
science?
Yes, mom. I have a goal of being a neurosurgeon.
Okay.
And actually, till now, nobody have ever thought of transplanting the brain.
Okay.
Everybody have thought of transplanting heart, kidneys, and other stuff. But I aim to transplant the brain. I want to learn brain so well that whenever somebody asks me anything about brain, I just tell them the whole thing.
How far have you come in the journey now?
I'm just learning as of now. As of now, I have learned about the brain a bit, not much. And I have also learned many facts about surroundings, like universe. I have learned many facts. And I also know about plants, I know about animals, and I have a lot of facts.
Superb, amazing. So, you just said you have built an app. What app
Yes,
is
ma'am.
it?
Ma'am, actually it's Colors app. We thought of it with a computer textbook. Actually, we were learning RGB values. It was very difficult for us. And in our surroundings, there were also many, colorblind tech developers who could not see and analyze the colors around them. So we thought of developing the app, which is useful for the students also, and which is useful for the blind people also. So now this app basically is for students and colorblind developers, and also web developers can use this. So students, RGB values are very easy for the students to understand. Even we understood a lot from our own app.
Okay.
And then colorblind tech developers can also use this to create their own web pages and
Okay.
their own websites.
So, did anybody else help you, or it was
Yes,
just
ma'am.
developed by just two of you?
Ma'am, only two of us.
Oh, fantastic. That's amazing.
Computer teacher assisted us.
Okay.
So in her leadership, we managed to make that.
Fantastic. Very good to know. Okay, so, okay, Shraddha. Okay, Shraddha, tell me, I heard and I got to know from you that you practice 4 hours of, swimming every single day. And I think I have a lot of friends who have achieved a lot in their life when it comes to sports. And I think this is what it takes to get somewhere in life. The first thing, it's the discipline. Everyday discipline and going out of your way when all of the kids are like just tired and then just don't want to want to go home, chill watching TV and want to get on their phones, but you are out there right after you get back home, put off everything, go to swimming, 2 hours of land practice, 2 hours of water practice. What does it make you feel that this discipline is required, and how have you trained yourself for that?
So I like to watch TV, but in my weekends I watch. I don't like mobile games from the start because I feel a bit off and I'm scared of getting that some pistol in my brain.
Okay, what is that pistol in your
That's
brain?
some shock.
Okay.
So I don't watch that much mobile.
Okay.
So I like, before I was going to yoga. I was very flexible even if I was a bit taller. So they joined me to yoga. After some time I got some knee cramps. My legs started paining a lot. So they changed me to swimming. Swimming basics, I was like, okay, it's nice, let me start. And they started, I went after basic, intermediate, junior. Then they just shifted me to senior. Starting 5 months, it was very difficult for me to develop new people, new friends. So I needed 5 months to adjust. Then I started, wow, it's so nice. Then junior, all akkas and annas. So getting along with them was a big job for me.
Nice.
For others,
You've
but
gone nationals, right?
yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
So for me, blending with others is very easy. I have it from my birth, just like my mother.
Okay.
So I blended with them and I learned new things from them.
Okay.
So I started my body development and my timing. Then suddenly I started growing interest in fins. So we went to fins competition. I won a silver for Karnataka. So that's how it's
Very
going
good.
still.
Interesting. So what has sports taught you, Shraddha?
Sports taught me discipline and a platform where you can learn what you can recover what you lost. So if you lost respect in studying, you can gain it from sports.
Wow, wow, what a way to put it. Fantastic. So, what's your message to all those children who think of sports as in yet another extra activity and to consider it seriously?
All the children who think it as an extra activity, it's good, but sometimes you need to take it seriously when you take it as professional. Just a part-time thing, it is okay, but when you take it as a professional, you need to take it very seriously.
Okay, great, amazing. All right, so tell me 3 things that makes you like, okay, for example, now that we are speaking, okay, if I have to quickly give you like 5 seconds, what are 3 things which will make you feel interested instantly?
Like playing badminton,
Badminton, okay.
playing chess,
Okay, chess.
then going out for running.
Running, okay, that's all sports inclined. What about you?
Mom, talking about books.
Books, okay.
After that, talking about science.
Science, books,
And
okay.
then after that, playing sports.
Sports, okay. So how many books have you studied?
Till now, based on what, like novels or
Generally.
Generally,
How many books?
generally, actually, novels. I've
Okay.
read around 15 to 20.
Okay.
And then the encyclopedias which I read, I have read many.
You've read many. Where do you get time?
I get time. I have my daily routine. I wake up early. Then I go down for like just walking or doing anything. And after that, I spend some time in studying and then come to school. After coming back from school, I have badminton coaching and I have Kannada tuition. When one day is Kannada tuition, the next day is badminton class.
Okay.
So like that, I have managed. And after that, I go by 4:30. Come back by 6 because going and coming. I read from 6 to 8 or 8:30, and then half an hour which is left with me, I spend my time in reading books.
My goodness. I got tired. Is it too much? Is for a 6 standard old?
No, ma'am.
No?
It's not too
You're
much.
enjoying it?
Ma'am, actually, when you read books, you do not
No,
care
I'm not
about
talking
the
about
books.
the whole day.
Yeah.
Is it like super packed?
You get time in the middle, like
Yeah.
when I study for 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes, then I take 5 minutes break.
Oh my god, that's so much.
And and then 5 minutes break 3 times
Okay.
because I go to washroom and whatever I have to do that time. The easiest way to study is you shouldn't mug up everything. You just read the chapter once, what the teacher taught you. You get to know what's there. You just make short notes. And after that, for I would like exams are approaching. I'd like to tell the people that instead of mugging up the whole thing, you first read the textbook, and after that the exercise questions. You pick one question for each exercise, whichever is difficult for you. And after that, after solving that, if there's anything difficult in that left again, you make the notes of that, and then when exams times are approaching, you just read that question. You need not need to revise those questions which you know.
Okay.
Read only the main questions because that's going to help you a lot.
Okay.
So that's how I
Great.
prepare.
So you told me you wake up early. What time do you wake up?
Mom, actually Saturday, Sundays, so I don't.
You don't? Good.
Saturday,
Thank
Sunday,
God
I don't.
at least for that.
Sleeping, I sleep for 7 hours.
You sleep for
Yes.
7 hours. Okay.
I go to bed at 9:30 and then wake up at 5 or 5:15.
Okay, great. I mean, your journey in a day looks very structured, neat, very subtle, and you're very composed and you know exactly how your date should look like. How much of a parenting input has played a role in this journey?
Mom, my parents have given me these ideas. My
Okay.
parents have taught me how to manage my time. Being a student, I have to manage my time properly for everything, for
Right.
playing, for reading. And my parents have supported me a lot to learn and meanwhile also to manage my time.
Okay, do you have a sibling?
Yes, I have a sibling. His name is Ivan.
Elder one or younger?
Mom, younger.
Younger one.
He's 2 years younger than me.
2 years younger than you. Okay, so what are the 3 best things that your parents have told you?
Mom, the 3 best things they told me to manage my time properly.
Okay.
They told me to share everything with them. Whatever I have with me, whatever happened in the school, just tell to them.
Fantastic.
And then they taught me that never ever compromise your studies nor your playtime. Give importance to everything so that you get a balanced time.
Fantastic. That's one of the best parenting examples. And I think congratulate your parents for that and say that I told them, okay? Okay, great. So, Jashvi, tell me. So, what are the three things that you really feel happy about speaking?
I think I would like to speak about the current affairs, or I like to, like, if I get some foreign language, like a French person, or like some, I would like to learn the language, and I'm trying my best.
Okay.
But it is a little.
Okay, let me pick up from there. You said current affairs. So, how much do you know what's happening around the world right now?
Iran and USA, and in the parliament is trying to like ban the social media for under 16 years,
Okay.
and much more.
Much more. How much of you guys are aware about what's happening around the world now?
Father puts what news on Saturday, Sunday. I watch them.
Okay.
So I know that there's a World War III may happen. All the people who are gone in Dubai are locked up.
Yes.
150 Karnataka people are locked up there,
Beyond that,
including
yeah.
one of my classmates' friend father. Next, I know, as she said, they're banning under 16 TV. Next, we know that the India is the fourth largest economy, and by 2028,
Yeah.
we are planning to be the third largest, overtaking Germany. And by 2048, we have planned Viksit Bharat, sustainability growth, to become the world's first economic people. So Modi ji is trying to bring all these things we can do.
How about you?
Ma'am, in Bengaluru, there's an AI summit going to be happening internationally.
Okay, so you read only about science, AI, tech, and all these things.
Most probably, yes.
So the World War III may happen is something that Shraddha just said. So as sixth standard kids, what do you think could be the consequences of that?
Being the consequences, if we see back into World War I and World War II, millions of people are there. So actually, if it doesn't happen, it's good. But if it happens, it shouldn't happen. But if it happens, there will be loss of life. There will be loss of animals. There will be loss of we will lose our geological environment, and then there will be a lot of damage to the environment, and then there will be pollution all over, which is very difficult to clean up. And then after that, there will be high AQIs, which is going to again disturb our life.
Okay.
And there is also the risk of nukes. That's also a very negative point, which I didn't want to say, but as World War III.
Right, you want to add anything?
I would like to add. First, if anybody had the rights to slap somebody's president, I would like to slap Donald Trump.
Okay, why is that?
He has increased the tariff. He is creating a world war and is opposing India. Now they want to involve India because India is the fourth largest economy.
Okay.
What the hell is the problem? Why they want to involve India?
Why they want to involve
We
India?
are living
Okay.
peacefully over here.
What's the conversation that's happening around in the house? Like, what's that you're hearing around this? Is it, are you picking up these lines from the TV news or around it? Where is this coming
My own.
from? Your own. Like, where did you read about it?
No, I just newspapers and I just get angry on Donald Trump.
Why? Like, why?
Why
Let's
is he
go
doing so
little.
much? US has been so friendly with India. It has helped us win a war against Pakistan.
Correct.
But why does Donald Trump want to oppose the history created by them itself? I love USA for the relay team, girls. I love the relay team.
Okay.
But I don't know why Donald Trump is doing like this when India has so much gratitude towards their country.
Okay. You want to add in something?
Mom, first of all, afraid.
Afraid, okay.
to learn another world war in SST.
Oh. Okay. What are you learning about World War coming up in SST? What's there in it?
So we have already had 2 world wars in our SST.
Correct.
I cannot understand them both. And again, this World War III is coming.
So your tension is about learning that World War III. Okay. So you didn't understand what was the World War I and World War II.
I think they simply did it because I guess it was because why did they have to kill the Duke of Austria? And because they only started it, and they should have not made other allies and innocent countries who didn't even want to become
a part of it. Okay.
Join and create all of this new things.
So geopolitics is a little off for you. So you're more into, books and all of these things. Okay. So as someone who's been following all of this very closely, my suggestion to you is don't be biased with geopolitics. Okay. And as an adult, as a responsible adult, as a responsible Indian citizen, what I would like to say is whenever something is happening around the world, we have to be very responsible at first place, and we have to read verified sources. Okay. Second thing is we should also learn history of what happened, and we have to learn from sources which is proven and verified, and not pick up things which is very biased, right? And we have to understand things from both sides, and we here sitting somewhere far cannot predict or understand or analyze what is the actual reason or things like that. So it could be multiple things. There's so much happening around the world, right? It's always good to understand and know things, but it's equally important to understand both the sides, right? So as kids, what we can do is we are mostly helpless in these situations.
Yes.
We are just spectators. We're just watching this, have nothing to act or have no powers to decide or do anything about it. But definitely, if we are in a place where we can voice out or if we can speak, we are supposed to speak when we have right amount of knowledge, verified information. So as children, if you are interested in this space, try to grab the right source of information. Okay. So try to learn few things, and if possible on a daily basis, try to grab some information about what's happening around the world.
Mom, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Mom, do you think robots will teach in the future?
I'm not sure. See, honestly, since being in the education space now, you visited multiple trade shows and multiple sectors of education expos and things like that. I have seen a lot of technology coming into space where, a lot of the work that teachers were doing now can be taken by the technology and AI. Okay, teacher can just put in the input and the AI can give you the output automatically, where teachers were doing it initially. However, the input has to be given by someone, right? The capacity is in the person who gives the input, so that cannot be replaced. Okay, but there is no way that human emotions or human connect or humanity can be replaced by technology or AI.
Mom, they say that drones may one day they can deliver food to us and all of that.
Anything is possible. We never knew Zomato could exist even one day. Someday when I was in your age, if someone told me that, we could think of a app delivery that I can sit at home and book something, I wouldn't have believed at 6th standard. It wouldn't have been possible, right? And if I think of, I could do a Zoom call to my friend sitting somewhere across the world, I would not believe when I was in 6th standard. So drone delivering a food, I don't think it is really difficult. I'm sure, Ridan can do it. Now with all the technology that he's developing an app, probably he himself can build that. It's no big deal with the kind of technology that's coming into existence. But again, how far do you want to replace human into technology is something that all of us have to be very conscious about.
Mom, because if we do drones, then food delivery boys, they will not have any money or
Jobs.
any work.
Yeah.
And the economy might decrease. Because many
See, today you don't use posts, right?
Yes.
You use mobile phones, you use emails. Initially, when posts existed, post was the major way of communication. Even if you are a wife of an army officer, you had to write letters to the army, and then it got replaced by phones and emails. Now phones and emails will also get replaced. Orkut replaced Facebook replaced Instagram. Something else will come in place of Instagram. So things will keep moving forward. You just have to adapt to things. You should not be afraid of the change. Change is very constant in life, right? Change keeps happening. So you should be open to receiving the change, but at the same time, I think it's always important to stay grounded and to receive things, accept the change, blend along with it, Yeah.
Ma'am, so what would you like to say about the environmental conditions as of now? Because there's a lot of global warming.
One way I feel helpless at most of the times, but as a conscious Indian citizen, as much as I possible, because I've traveled across the globe and I've seen how conscious the citizens are across the world, right? They're very conscious about how clean their environment should be, including how well they have to maintain everything, right? And I think right from cleanliness to usage of electricity, it could be small things, but I think bringing those practices, even when Indians travel abroad, we become conscious to throw those papers outside, but when we come back to India, that thought doesn't come in. But I, make conscious efforts to do that equally in our country.
Mom, what do you...
Oh my god, it's became... Okay, go on, bring it on.
Ma'am, last time you asked us that next time when we have a talk with you,
Yeah.
you have to, we have to tell you about the solutions.
Yeah.
What we can do for making the world a better place.
Absolutely.
I have the same question for you.
See, I think, honestly, there are, you can't change the whole world, Rita. It's not possible. One individual, it's a 8 billion population world, right? And India is 1.4 billion people, okay? Even if you can change 100 people, leave that, 10 people's life, you're still doing something to the world, okay? That's what I strongly believe in. My forte is women and children, okay? Women and children. And I don't know if I can do anything beyond it because my focus is women and children. So for me, if I can bring some skills into women to making their lives better and making our children, like each one of you, through DPIS to Junior Toes International Preschool, by bringing extraordinary skills to them, to making you children the better citizen of our country, through that if we can do something to the country, I think that itself is a bit of a contribution to the greater world. Right?
Mom.
Like that, if each one of you don't even think of changing the world, it's not in our hands. It's definitely not in our hands. If you can even change and bring an impact for 10 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, whatever is in your hands, that itself is going to create a large impact.
What do you think the government should come up with to maintain the environment, the forests and everything?
See, honestly, Jashvi, environment and that is not my skill or scope of expertise because I do not have that kind of experience or expertise to speak about that. I think there are experts whom I know who closely work with because 27 rupees ka milk, everybody, we just cut that tip. That small tip edge, we cut and we throw it. That small plastic also can cause a lot of harm to the environment. So I consciously don't cut it full. I just cut it a little bit and don't make sure that it cuts into 2 parts. And then I leave it there. And most of the times, 99% of the times, I empty my, food boxes, clean it and then put it to the dustbins. You getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
I can't change the world. I can't go do anything bigger. But as much as possible, I can do it. Those those boxes that we order food, if we can empty it and just put some water and clean it and then put it to a dustbin, at least those garbage workers who don't have to pick up those after 3-4 days, imagine lifting those food boxes with those food which is spoiled after 3-4 days. Can you imagine picking that up and being in that particular stain or stinking smell? You can't even think of it. So those things, if you can just put off those food and clean it and just put, so such things in personal capacity, whatever you can do it. But yeah, on a larger perspective, that's not my scope of expertise, but there's people whom I know who are doing exceptionally brilliant work in the scope of environment. Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a question. Just as you told, you interviewed the 10th.
Yeah.
So can you compare your 10th lifestyle with theirs, Gen Alpha and Gen Z? Because they say 10th is head-breaking. So can you compare your lifestyle with theirs and tell me?
Honestly, I felt very happy speaking to Shreya and Shreya and Srivatsa. To be very honest, the leadership starts very early. I have been my vice captain, house captain ever since my sixth, seventh. I think seventh standard is where it all starts, the journey. I had four houses and I was the vice captain and captain of that. And then I became the school captain, sports captain, cultural secretary. And then in my degree also I was a vice captain. So the leadership starts very beginning. I had picked up a lot of skills from there. And that kind of, that skills also came in from the school. So I think that was a very good resonance for me, and I don't think there's no other life or phase of life that is as good as school. No other life.
So, what supported your entrepreneurship idea?
I think it's always been like I was always open to my thoughts that I just kept going exploring, and I was never afraid to fail. That is where the whole difference came in. I was not afraid to fail. I was open to receive challenges. I was ready to take risk, and my mom, like you said, I was allowed to share anything and everything. I was not afraid if my mom would get to know about something, or if I was able to tell her or something like that. I had a great parenting, and I had the freedom of expression. I had some great friends. And yeah.
Mom, so what was your career idea when you were in 6th grade?
Honestly, nothing. I wanted to have lots of fun. I didn't have 5% of what you guys know. That's reality. And I feel amazed by the kind of way, by the way you speak, by the way you express about life, by the future thoughts that you have. Oh my goodness, I can imagine what you can do. But at the same time, my dear kids, world is so big, okay? Just take it easy. Okay, just take it easy, because enjoy this phase. Don't take life too seriously. Enjoy your life. Take some that time to play, because this phase, when you become my age, 30s, you can't go out and play. You can't do whatever you can do at this age. You have to go out, play, have fun, be with your friends.
Actually, I don't have neighbors.
Huh?
No neighbors.
That's the problem. How do you feel about it? Because when I was in 6th, all I remember is just coming home, putting my bags off, going to the ground floor, and had plenty of friends coming down, and 2 hours was that playtime. Today that's not there. So what do you think of it?
Actually, I'm busied up with everything. I don't have time to play with them nor them. So
Good, bad? What do you feel?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
Even I play with some of my friends.
Okay.
So sometime I get the time.
Because
Or else the people are very busy. My friends are very busy. They're like,
Very busy.
yes, mom. I'm like, what work do you have?
Very busy at 6. Oh, I can't.
They are very
handle
busy.
this.
Then I asked, what makes you busy? They're like, I have to, that new movie came. That new movie came. I have to watch that, and then I have to write my personal diaries. Actually, I hate it when people say I have to write personal diaries. Because I don't write personal diaries. I'm not telling that because of that I hate personal diaries.
Okay. It's nice to journal yourself.
Yes, ma'am,
no?
but we cannot trust our diaries, no, ma'am. Somebody can randomly come and open and
It's
see.
okay. You can put it in your diary. I mean, you can keep it safe, and you can. It's okay. What's wrong in somebody else reading it?
Ma'am, actually, same thing I convey to my friends. Then they are like, no, nothing. It's very personal, so I don't care. And after that, when they're busy, I prefer being alone.
Okay.
Like, not that alone. I have some of my friends who are free, or if they're not free, I prefer cycling. I jog. I jog
Okay.
around. And after that,
Interesting.
I race myself. Like, I have my watch. So I put on my watch. I start the stopwatch. Then I go, come back.
Okay.
The time which I took, I again do that and beat that score. Like that, I can improve my speed. I can improve my flexibility. And so that's what I do when I don't have my friends to play with.
Okay.
Mom,
Interesting.
if you had like the power to change the mindset of a person, what would it be like in general?
Like
In Gen Z.
not
or
in Gen Z,
general.
no?
In general.
like everybody, like us, or it could be
I
anybody.
would put off greed and jealousy first. I would completely eradicate greed, jealousy, and selfish behavior. I think that's the first thing. If that is gone, I think the world itself would get a better space. So everybody would start thinking in a very positive way, I think so.
Mom,
Maybe.
you told like now like grown-ups cannot go and play or something like that. How can you change that mindset?
No, I did not say I cannot go up and play. Yes, I do take some time, maybe over the weekends, but I have to make time. But you have got into that phase now only where I did not have to make time when I was in 6th standard. I had all the time. Now I have to plan. Like, for example, my day is so structured from morning till evening that I have to plan to go to play. But when I was in 6th standard, it was not the case. When I came home, I could go play. I had nothing else to do,
No
right?
reading, no exams.
I was reading, but not as seriously as you are. But yeah, I mean, it's
If you were given that three things, any three things you wanted to do, like your wishes, 3 wishes which you want to come.
3 wishes.
Yes, any 3 wishes.
Like as in 3 wishes, as in.
Being a successful person in my life, and
Okay.
then getting time
Okay.
like that.
I have only
I
one
have
wish. I want to create a school for women. That's my biggest wish. That's my ultimate wish. If I do that, I will retire. I will retire. And I mean that. I want to do a school just like how you are sitting. I want to do a school for women. And if I do that, I'm contented. And after that, if you come and ask me, there'll be nothing to tell.
If you could learn a skill,
Yeah.
what would it be?
I think more of human skills, psychology, child psychology, because of course Junior Toes is doing fantastically well. Understanding children and human psychology is a kind of skill or knowledge that I'm more seeking on right now.
Mom, so can you tell us something about your
You're
school?
quicker than me in asking questions. I'm still processing one question and you're like, okay.
So can you tell us something about your school, your old school, like what all was special, like
My school?
Yeah, exposures they gave.
Oh my
school
god.
very first.
I will ask you this question right after I answer. I think I had the best school in this entire world because I was exposed to everything. I was dancing, I was playing, I was into sports, and I think I have these many certificates. Today, whatever I am, I give a lot of credit to my school.
Which school were you?
I studied in Nanateja English School in Matikere, here where we are doing this podcast. This is the area that I grew up, I was raised, and I, roamed around, and I have a lot of gratitude for this space. So where, it has given me a lot. And I think school beyond, because school is where you stay for a longer time. College, when you go to pre-university, you stay for 2 years. And then when you go to degree, you stay for 3 years. Then you go to masters, you stay for 2 years. So it's like very short terms. But school is where you stay for a very long, 10 years, or maybe sometimes even 13 years if you're doing from, playgroup. So it's a phase where it completely shapes the person you become. I think I give a lot of the credit of who I am today to my school because it pushed me so much. It gave me all that skills, or maybe it even gave me the courage to say that I want to do something. I was there all out in dance, I was there in sports, I was good at studies, and it was fun. So what's that your school has given you?
Mom, our school has given us everything. We have the exposure to do whatever we want.
Okay.
The only rule in our school is there's no rule. You get to play.
Lovely.
You get to sing. You get to dance. You get to enjoy your periods. You get to talk to the teacher in like she's also a child who's talking to you.
Wow.
They're so good at teaching us.
Fantastic.
So we also like our school. We have many events. Like recently we had 3 very exciting events. Mirai, it was our annual function. It was so gorgeous.
Fantastic.
Students were given the whole opportunity to do whatever we wanted in the annual function. Just we had to decide. We had to decide which field we want to go. We want to go for singing. We want to go dancing. We want to rap. We want to what do you say? We want to talk talk to the parents directly, two-sided conversation, and that was Mirai. Very memorable.
Wow.
And after that, we recently last Saturday, we had science, computers, art exhibitions, maths exhibitions. Over there, we enjoyed a lot. So we Viksit Bharat, science exhibition. So we aimed towards sustainability. We learned about various topics. We learned about maths, which is applied in our daily life. How can it help? And then the projects were made all out of sustainable things. Great. And then in computer science, we developed the app, as I told you. And then we also made games. We made our own games, arcade area. We also made our own artworks and sold it.
Okay.
And then we also made movies. Our own students of DPIS made movies. Like it was really nice.
Super.
Then after that, the fund we got, we will donate it to charity. Okay. And also, there was a culmination for this exhibition was from grade 5 to grade 10. And grade 1 to grade 4 was given an opportunity for culmination. Culmination in the sense the students could directly talk to the parents that what they learn in the school, how the concepts they learned. They get to know about the surroundings. They get to know about the topics. So what I think is each lesson we learn in the school takes us one step closer to the person we want to be.
Fantastic, amazing. So you were supposed to say something.
Mom, as you told, your school has given a lot of exposure, and I guess like what you told about your school, I think double the exposure our school has given us.
Amazing. I'm very happy to hear that, because that's what really shapes us, Jashri. Because here, this moment of being in school will never come back. How much ever you can take out of this age and this phase of life is that you need to grab out of it, and you need to enjoy every moment, live the best, and don't even wish. I still remember when I was in 10th, we were all talking, okay, 10th mugdodre sako, 10th boards, if let it get over and all of that. But the moment you finish that, you're like, oh God, no phase in our life is as beautiful as school days. So I think it's amazing to be here.
Our school has given so many times more better than yours, ma'am. Because this is Gen Z.
You're offending
Gen
the
Z.
school.
No, I don't mind. I'm taking it very positively. See, it's all about perceptions, okay? Nothing is better than anything, okay? So it's all about perception. So I'm happy when she's thinking that her school is better. Fantastic. Okay, it's good. It's amazing. Go on.
So we are in Gen Z, so it's obviously more practical and theoretical.
I agree.
Every subject is difficult, but every subject has wonderful moments also.
Okay.
So this was, as he told, we had Mirai. We were in some horror. Parents got scared.
Okay.
Haunted dance. There was crazy dance performance.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Then Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. My brother was in English culmination. It taught them that a fun way of learning and the teamwork they need to bring together.
Okay.
And they got more time to bond with their friends and teachers, and a bit of stress for them also, because like for us exhibition, for them it's also exhibition, but for them we call it as culmination. Next we had our Viksit Bharat. So I was in math exhibition, so it was fantastic, and we had food stall outside for 5th grades, and we had from 5th to 10th math exhibition, and 5th to 6th to 10th science exhibition. We had arcade zones for free, and we had to buy 20 rupees ticket for 3 movies.
Okay.
Next, coming to my events. So my school has given me so many exposures. They've recognized me and given me every opportunities in the possible way. Our principal, Sonal ma'am, is so Gen Z principal that she wishes if she becomes president of the country, she wants to eradicate exams.
Okay.
She's so friendly with us, and She tells us if we have any problem, we can directly come to her, we can speak to her, we can be free to her. And our school also recognizes our achievements, our participation, and also creates events inside our school. Like recently we had Sudoku events, and sometimes they give opportunity for every class to create assemblies. And coming to our PE teachers, they're very strict and very friendly. They let us play whatever we want and take care of us when we fall. Even a small scratch, they take care of us like we fell. They make us sad, they apply something so we feel better. Our birthdays also we are treated very specially. We get cards and gifts and we give them something. The happiness and the cherishment moment in that is unforgettable.
Fantastic. See, it's better.
So, Mom, and our school, the teachers and our friends, they together make us feel like home. The
Okay.
teachers are very sweet. They are like they are too much to it. Just like we feel that they are our own families.
Okay.
So our
Interesting.
school, my school is everything for me.
Amazing. Okay, so
I can never forget my 5th standard teacher.
Uh-huh.
She was very friendly.
Okay, what's her name?
Sindhu.
Sindhu ma'am. Okay.
Yeah, she is now currently left the school.
Okay.
So she is my best my best and favorite teacher.
Okay.
So and I even like my preschool teacher. Her name is Monica ma'am.
Okay.
So my mother and she were very close, and I studied in LM branch of Sunita ma'am only.
Okay.
I'm continuing in DPIS itself. So my wish is to stay for the whole 13 years of her branch.
Very good. Interesting. Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, now I have one last question. If you think that you would like to change one thing in the Indian education system, what is that you want to change?
Mom, I think boards.
Okay.
And because it gives a lot of pressure. But instead, if they like, because nowadays they don't ask and they don't select you for your job because of your whatever you have learned. It's about the skills. If they make it more about skills and focus on skills, like they can make it like an interview only. Like, what are your skills? Can you show your skills? What have you learned in all of these years?
13 years. Okay. Interesting.
So-
So instead of boards, interview based. Okay. Great.
Mom, I wouldn't like to change anything because see, the difficulty is that we don't study.
Okay.
There's no problem of the board or the any other exams or anything. We just have to study focusfully. If we study properly, we learn what's there given in the textbook. Not only in the textbook, we learn what we have. We understand the chapter. No need of by-hearting everything. You just think what you have with you and just write it.
You
The-
studied too much, that's why I've got your specs.
Ma'am, not
All
exactly.
the intelligent
Actually-
students, why do they have glasses?
Ma'am, actually it happened during the corona time.
Okay.
I don't like eating fruits and vegetables. I hate them.
You should eat, no?
Yes, ma'am. So what happened is I used to attend online classes.
Okay.
So,
It's because of the digital
yeah,
exposure.
Digital exposure, and also the my own.
That gives you a lot of science kind of a kid, science kid kind of a vibe.
Yes, ma'am. Because everybody in my class are like, "Hey, what's up, science dude?" And then I'm like, "Call me with my name. I don't want these names."
Okay.
and then sometimes friendly we are like teasing each other. So they are like, your specs are so big that your body doesn't fit. And then I don't feel bad, but yeah, I feel good that I have specs. Actually, it gives me a different look because once I remove my
Yeah,
specs,
it
everybody
gives
like,
very science kid vibe. It does, yeah.
when I remove my specs, everybody like, oh my god, where did he come from?
Show me how do you look without specs. Let
Yes,
me-
ma'am.
No. That goes very well with you. Just be on with that. Okay, yes. Sure.
I would not like to change the exam pattern, but I would like to change the marks. Till 9th, it will be like 40, 80, 40, 80, no preparatory, no boards. Then why do they suddenly make it to preparatory and boards and take it for 100, 200, 650? So
Okay.
let them make preparatory 40 and board as 80 marks.
Okay.
Next, let them increase because it's higher.
Okay. Next time when
School
we
life
are
should be
into
school only.
team of meeting with board CBSE group or something, I'll definitely take your suggestions.
Ma'am,
there.
and as Ridan told, because we don't study hard, like the same thing, we used to do oral practice, like how they did in ancient India. Like if we bring those Indian methods, I think learning will be even more easier. Because we didn't have, because gurus and all of those priests and everything, they didn't teach them by
Okay.
just by heart. They told stories, they told what is happening around the world, and we want something like and we should learn Sanskrit, as China also got independence just like India. But you can see China is become so developed while India is still here.
Developing, yeah.
As they don't speak English, they speak in their mother tongue. So we should also speak in our mother tongue and learn Sanskrit and give more importance to Sanskrit.
The ground, the traditions. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So after all that 1 hour of conversation, of course, I honestly, as much as I had a great conversation, there's so much to learn and get back and, takeaways, I would say, from this conversation. I have one question, because a lot of adults who see this conversation, or maybe, outside the box, who may have not had a lot of direct interaction with kids of this age, maybe thinking, I have heard so many kids, so many adults saying kids these days are pressurized, kids these days don't have the young, childhood and things like that. Are you really enjoying the childhood?
Mom, actually we're enjoying the childhood. The difference is that we are nowadays lot toward technology. We are towards mobile phone, we are towards TV. But instead of that, if we spend some of our time with our family members or some of our time on reading and spending time, everything is going to be equal.
Any suggestion, Ridan, for that? How is that you kids can take action towards actually making your childhood be like a childhood?
Actually, the first thing we would do is, I know some people will hate me, but actually we should avoid playing video games, because video games, they block your mind. Video games, according to the studies, the video games have those capacity which can block your brain. So what I say is, avoid playing video games, spend some time outside, and also spend some time with your family members so that you can understand what's going on around you. Because being a mobile nerd, that's a very weird thing.
Okay, interesting. So how can you make the best out of your childhood?
No one has that capacity to tell how childhood should be. Because for different people, they like to enjoy their childhood in many different ways. Like one person might love to be like restless and love learning skills in their time, like without like wasting on these playing. But they should play. And a few people might not give that much time on like whatever you said. Your childhood was very free and. But nowadays it's not, because now children are not aiming for the present. They are aiming for the future and what.
Is it good, bad? Living in the present or living in the future? Always thinking about the future?
Mom,
I
I hardly believe that we have to live in a present, because successful present leads to brighter future. So if we work today, not today, right now for our present, future will be brighter.
So
I guess it's not good or not bad, because a little bit focus on the present should also be there, but a little bit also should be in the future also.
So if I had the opportunity to do these things, I would probably do it. First, I will throw my bag, run off to the ground, play, come after 3 hours, study for 1 hour, do all naughty things with my brother and go to sleep.
Okay.
Then do the same thing again.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I think it was a fantastic conversation with all three of you. Thank you so much for joining in, and wishing you a great success, and live your childhood like, be happy. Okay.
Yes.
Ultimately, everything will follow. Just stay happy and live the best and make the best out of your childhood. Okay?
Yes.
All the best.
Thank you,
Ma'am.
Mom.
Thank you so much. So that's the episode 2 from DPIS 6th grade students. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.